Steven Cordeño right here with the legendary Robert Garcia. Man, I know you've been hitting the gauntlet, man. You're a true pro, bro. I appreciate it. Man, obviously you're here for Bam Rodriguez. What about Bam gave you the confidence when you guys first got that call for Quadras, and then, you know, obviously he showed up and did excellent, and then, you know, the next one was Sorongvasai. What was it about Bam that was like, I have confidence in this kid, I know he could do it?
Well, you know what, it wasn't the confidence when they call us for the Quadras fight. It's the confidence I've had 5 years ago. You know, there's a lot of people in boxing that I told them, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, this kid's special, this kid's going to be special. You know, the weight division, obviously, a lot of top promoters didn't show too much interest because of the weight division. But to me, that's not what's important. I was talking about the talent, the discipline that he has, and I knew it. You know, after the Quadras fight, I got so many calls. Robert, you were right. You know, different promoters. What happened? Wasn't he supposed to be with us? Well, you guys had the chance. You guys didn't take it. You know what I mean? It's just the way boxing is. You know, I've believed in this kid since I turned him pro, and you know, the team staying the same. You know, it was just me, my son Chepe, obviously my dad Charles, and taking promotions. They've been there with us since his pro debut. We all believed in him, and look, now it's just gonna get better and better.
I was going to say co-main to Canelo Triple G3, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Obviously, you know, every fight matters, right? So this fight against Israel is important because if you don't win it, then nothing else happens, right? But of course, Chocolatito versus Gallo Estrada, the third one. First, just who do you see winning that fight, and is that someone that Bam is trying to? Man, that'd be like the end of the legends of the era, right? Of this Superfly era.
You know what? I think Chocolatito versus Gallo is going to be a great fight, just like the first two were. But I don't know. I think Chocolatito is going to pull it off this time. I think Bam is ready for either of them. I think Bam could beat either of them. I know Mr. Honda said him and Chocolatito will never fight. So that's a fight that we won't see. I would love to fight Gallo. But I also want Josh to get those fights and Bam get down to 112. That's my perfect plan. Obviously there's a promotion, there's a team that needs to make those decisions, and we got to take care of this fight first, you know, because if things don't go the way we expect, then there's nothing we could be talking about, you know. I'm the manager, so I do have to consider those things, and I have to look at the future. That's my perfect plan. Bring Bam down to 112, and let Josh stay at 115 and let Josh fight the winner of Gallo and Chocolatito. You know, Josh is there. We're working on something for Josh for before the end of the year also. Chocolatito and Gallo fight in December also. So, you know, it would be perfect. You know, Josh will be his champion. Gallo and Chocolatito would definitely want that opportunity to fight against Josh. So I think that would be my perfect plan.
It'd be a great plan for me too, man. I like it. Looking at the main event, Canelo versus Triple G, the third one, you know, a lot of people think Bivol took kind of some of what worked for Triple G in the first fight, and just because he's bigger and longer kind of implemented that. Do you think Triple G is looking at what Bivol did and is taking anything from that?
You know what? I don't think so. I think Triple G is too smart in the ring and has too much experience to think like that. I think Canelo just had a bad day. You know, it happens to everybody in boxing. I said it before, right after he lost to Bivol. You know, something must have been wrong. You know, he got tired too early. After the fourth round, he was already breathing deep. You know, like he was already tired. So camp must have gone wrong. You know, COVID's going around, you know, other injuries. There's so many things that could happen in boxing that people don't know and don't see. They don't see what the fighters go through during training camp. So any of those things is possible. I do believe that something went wrong with him during training camp, and that's why he wasn't able to perform. You know, nothing to take away from Bivol. He fought a great fight, and I think even if it's the 100% Canelo, he might still be able to beat Canelo. But I just think Canelo, something went wrong in training camp, so Triple G is not looking at that. I think Triple G is going to be Triple G. I think Triple G has this last fight where he's going to give it his all. at 40, we might think, oh, he's already finished. But, Pacquiao has done it. Many other fighters have done it. They go out and give their last best performance. And this could be Triple G's last best performance, and he could surprise everybody.
Right. No, we've seen crazier things, right? Exactly. Yeah. Man, I want to get your take on. Hopefully we get the announcement soon. It's getting a little close. We might not. I don't know. Boxing fans are getting kind of nervous. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. How does the southpaw on southpaw battle play out? And I mean, everyone says southpaws have issues with other southpaws. Does Terence still want to turn southpaw, even though he's going to have that issue as well?
Well, you know what? Most of his fights, I think lately he's done them as a southpaw, so I don't think he'll have a problem. Man, I hope we will see it before the end of the year. If they're planning for November, we don't have that much time, man, for the tickets, for everything, just to find a location. Maybe they already have everything done already, and they're just playing with us. But fans want to buy their tickets too, and we want to start making plans. Because man, that's the fight that everybody wants to see. Hopefully, it does happen, and if it does, it's going to be one of those fights where the fans are going to be happy, man, because it's a 50-50 fight, man. Very close fight.
How does Terence deal with Spence's aggression, pressure, and the body punches? How does he deal with that attack?
I think Crawford's got everything, just as Spence does. Spence has an answer to everything, man. He's a perfect fighter, but so is Crawford. I just feel, I might be wrong too. I just feel like Crawford has a little bit more of that dog in him. I just feel like it. So that's why I lean towards Crawford, but it's a very tough decision, That's why it makes it such a good fight, because it's hard to pick. It's 50-50. Honestly, anything could happen in that fight.
Right. Lastly, man, you obviously just were with AJ in Saudi. He looked good. He looked better than the first time around. Good body punch. I saw the little left hook to the liver. That was pretty well developed. What happened? Because on the DAZN telecast, they were saying someone else was going to be giving instructions, but then I heard you giving instructions. What happened with that, and just what's the status of you and AJ, and obviously looking at the Tyson fight possibly, right?
You know what? Angel Fernandez is a great trainer, and he's young. He's hungry to learn, to get better. He's got a great stable of fighters in the UK, and he's doing a great job. So we teamed up together. Every instruction that he was saying or that I was saying, we were both on the same page. We were talking to each other during the fight, so that way we don't confuse each other. So if it was him talking, I would let him speak. When I was talking, he would let me speak. So we did that during training camp. We knew that was going to be the way we worked together, and we teamed up very well. I've been in conversations with the management team, at least twice a week. It looks like they did accept that offer, from Fury. I personally think it might be too soon to move into that fight right away. Fury might say, oh, we don't have that much time. Queen Elizabeth just died, so that took a little bit of a few days, a few weeks out of the schedule, so we might have to move it. I think he's just doing that to maybe pressure Usyk. I don't know. But if it does happen, I'll be more than happy to join training camp. I would love him to come to California and train, next to Bam and Franco and Jose Ramirez and everybody in my stable. I would love to see that. But if not, I wouldn't mind going back to the UK and training over there, because we had a great training camp. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed over there, and I think Anthony did improve a lot. He started boxing at 18 is one thing that I learned when I was there. So it's hard to teach, somebody, at 18, like you. It's a lot harder than when you teach them from 8 or 10 years old. So it wasn't easy, especially when you're going in there against the best heavyweight in the division. It was tough, but he did pick up a lot of things and did much better than the first time. And everybody in the world that talks to me says that he looked better than ever. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the performance, even though we didn't get the win. You can win them all.
Right. Hopefully it looks even better next time around. Exactly. Robert, thank you so much for your time, brother. Best of luck this weekend.
Thanks.